WHO pre-qualified vaccine manufacturing unit of India are in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh pharma companies have played a leading role in providing cost-effective HIV/AIDS drugs to Africa's HIV patients. Government of India, in association with the state government, has promoted the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, the NIPER. And Mr. Kalolikar was talking about land. We certainly have already earmarked 50 acres of land with the project cost of 180 crores to offer post-graduation courses in pharmacy. This government in Andhra Pradesh has allotted this land free of cost to NIPER. This is our help to the whole. I think Mr. Kalolikar is listening to me. Has given free of cost. And this is again at Genome Valley Phase 2. It's in a place called Karkapatla, which used to be my earlier constituency. I also wish to inform you that the World Pharma Trade Center of Pharmexcil will also come up near Hyderabad very soon. At the Government of India level also, a number of initiatives to encourage the pharma industry have been taken. 100% FDI under the automatic route would continue to be permitted for greenfield investments in the pharmaceutical sector. 100% FDI is also permitted for brownfield investments, that is, investments in existing companies, under the government-approved route, that is. According to the Union Budget of 2013 and 14, investment allowance of 15% on new plant and machinery has been allowed. The allowance is expected to increase investments in new projects while simultaneously providing tax benefit to the industry. The Department of Pharmaceuticals has prepared a Pharma Vision 2020 document for making India one of the leading destinations for end-to-end drug discovery and innovation for that purpose. The department provides requisite support by way of world-class infrastructure, internationally competitive scientific manpower for pharma research and development, that is R&D, venture fund for research in the public and private domain, and such other measures. All the three partners in the pharma sector, that is the Government of India, the Government of Andhra Pradesh, and the industry leaders, are doing their bit to encourage the pharma sector. The world is the market and the opportunities are infinite. The Government of Andhra Pradesh will do all it can to help the pharma industry to meet the challenge it faces and provide all incentives to encourage the sector to grow in the state. In this encouraging environment, I can only think the answer to the question with the pharma industry only be that the future of the pharma industry will be increasing in growth, will provide cost-effective, life-saving drugs, will be profitable, and will contribute to the prosperity of society as a whole. I welcome my new investments, any new investments that are people who are participating in this conference in the pharma sector to the investment-friendly state of Andhra Pradesh. Ours is the most investor-friendly state, investor-friendly policy, and a most proactive and helpful government headed by Sri Kiran Kumar Reddy Garu, and a very, very proactive bureaucracy also. Before I thank ASSOCHAM, I would like to also mention that to encourage the field of biotechnology, since our government has come, we have been holding the BioAsia International Conference. The BioAsia is a very, very renowned conference which awards for top scientists, young scientists, and at the student level also. It has become very, very popular, the BioAsia. I'm sure some of you or all of you must have attended it until now. I thought that had not been mentioned, and it definitely needs a mention. And regarding a couple of things mentioned by earlier speakers, relocation of the pharma units for the ORR by Mr. Ayadevra. Yes, we already have identified certain areas where we can be relocating these pharmaceutical industry, and we will have a talk about it across the table when you meet us. And of course, about the expansion and the diversification, happy to tell you that the environmental department has cleared it. The file is at the Chief Minister's level, and I'm sure it will be very cleared very soon, and we may have some good news in the form of a GO for you. Mr. Kalolikar, you have already been answered regarding the 50-acre land for NIPER. So I think that's fine for us that you are taking interest, and we would like you to come up in a big way. Apart from pharmaceuticals, there are so many industries that are coming into Andhra Pradesh. Investment-driven economies award. a word about the award because it is sitting there in front of you. You must be wondering what this is all about. We are very proud to share with you that just the day before, at the hands of the Vice President, this is by the paper called Mint, paper with the collaboration of Hindustan Times and Wall Street Journal, and is also from the Institute of Competitiveness, which is set up by Michael Porter, one of the most well-known, world-renowned Harvard professors. So after a very, very rigorous study, taking up many parameters, several parameters across the country, and this particular organization or institute or paper, whatever you call it, has come up in one of the categories that in this particular category of investment-driven economies in the country, Andhra Pradesh has stood first and is the only one state. Indeed, a very proud moment for us all that this event took place, and back home I would like to really share this with you and this happiness, and that is how this award has come about. And for the media to make a note, a little note across as to what are the investments in Andhra Pradesh other than of course pharmaceuticals. We've had this very successful, or the most successful partnership summit which Ravi Sana Reddy also had attended. This was in collaboration with the Government of India and Department of Commerce and of course CII and Andhra Pradesh. And we had a lot of investment, a lot of MOUs were signed. In fact, January for 3 days, 2012. The investments that came were almost 115 in numbers. And I would like to say that a lot of them have already implemented. There are 56 numbers. It's not that people have just signed their MOUs for the fun of it and gone away. Out of these 156% have already, the implementation of the project is going on. The investment is at the range of 60,000 crores for the ones that have already started the investment. Some have been complete, some are in the process of completion. And these 60,000 crores of investment bring us 1,65,000 of employment. Our government is always keen that the unemployment issue should be sorted out, and that can only be done by having manufacturing sector developmental activities here, and that is how we are concentrating and focusing more on the manufacturing sector rather than the service sector, and this is how the results are so good. We have also had through the year, since Mr. Kiran Kumar Reddy has taken over 2.5 years, we have had 4 SIPBs, which is known as the State Investment Promotion Board meetings, headed by the Chief Minister, and of course the Chief Secretary is there, the Finance Secretary, the Industries Ministers, the Finance Ministers and Energy Ministers, and all these various departments are involved in it. And here also, I would like to say that investments that came across were almost 1,37,000 crores in these 4 SIPBs. And this is all projected, and employment also is going to be around 1,57,000. And of course, part of it have been already implemented and generated employment also. The ones that have been implemented are 24 in number at the cost of 22,000 crore project investment cost, which is already giving 52,000 employment. So having said this, I'm happy that this pharmaceutical industry has set up this conference through ASSOCHAM over here, which is really the need of the hour. And having taken the 2 examples of the NATCO and of the Ranbaxy, we will learn lessons from both, one encouraging and one a warning, and I'm sure you'll go ahead. And this government of ours is very friendly. Any suggestions that come here, from here, any requirements that you have, I'm glad that we are interacting today. You can put it up to us, and you will not find this government lacking at all.